What's up, guys? Today I'm here with the guys from Saberz.
What's up?
Hey,
How are you doing? You're both from Bulgaria, right?
Hungary.
Hungary.
no,
Oh, sorry,
sorry.
Budapest. Yeah, I
Yeah,
keep
right.
switching those things up. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful city. We've already talked about it a bit before, but I've been there for a long weekend, I guess. Beautiful city.
it
Both
is.
are you both born there as well?
No,
Yes.
I was
Active.
born in a town in the eastern part of Hungary. It's
Hmm.
called Nyíregyháza, but yeah, I'm living here in Budapest since like 2014, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And the reason why we're having this talk is actually fun, because I had contact with your manager, which normally isn't the way how I come up with these conversations. But it's fun to see that a manager is so proactive to give his artists like shine, right? So it's great to see that you guys have a manager who works for you. Have that always been the factor, or is it just recently that you guys have a manager?
Ready?
Christoph?
All right, so I should start.
Next is mine.
We are at the same management. Like this was our first management,
Mm-hmm.
and at the firm since then. In 2017, am I right?
Right.
End of August, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, working together with our manager and the whole team is like super kind of fluid.
Mm-hmm.
We're always on the same page, so there's nothing like we're not talking in the wrong ways. We always know what to do, how to just get close to things, how to like which kind of music to make, and all these stuff. Also, yeah, they are working, but mostly Jonas, that
Mm-hmm.
our main manager, working totally full time on us. So
And
it's
how did you end up with them? Did they reach out to you, or did you reach out to them?
They did reach out. Like it was a pretty funny thing because they sent a long ass message on Facebook, like on our Facebook page, and we were like, oh my god, look at this long message, and we were like, okay, let's just read it. We were together, so we read it, and yeah, we saw the potential in this cooperation, and yeah, we started to ask some questions like how things will work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then like we both agreed with Christoph that we should start to cooperate with them because they gave a pretty good proposal for us.
Okay,
Yep.
well, it's great to hear. Like I said, I don't know the guy himself, but it's great for an artist to have a manager on its side that actually proactively tries to, put his artist into situations to promote themselves. So kudos to your manager. How have you guys started? Because you have been making music since, I think you mentioned 2012, right?
I started making music 2012, but
Same.
seriously, like I would say like 2014 or something.
Okay, and how did that all started? Can you take me to that process?
You mean Saberz? How Saberz started?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Christoph, I'm starting, okay?
Yeah.
See you.
Okay.
So, we had previously we had like on our solo projects. Christoph was Corvo. He was pretty famous back in the days with his solo name, and I was Mind Control. And since we brought Hungary and we started to comment on each other's track on SoundCloud, like, yo, this is sick, and something like that. So we started like talking on Facebook, and we ended up together like making tracks like Corvo and Mind Control and Corvo. So yeah, we made a couple of tracks together, and like the cooperation was so sick. Like if something missed in a track, I was able to fix it, and if I missed something in the track,
Kind of
Christoph,
completed each other. So
Yeah.
it's
yeah. Thank you. That's
so
what
we
I'm
just
looking for.
thought working together is a really good option.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
really good working team,
yeah, and
basically.
was that something that you guys were struggling with when you were solo? Like that you weren't able to finish tracks or weren't able to make melodies or
I think most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for you guys, it was perfect to find someone who, completed
Help
you.
out.
Kind of a relief.
Yeah, exactly. I can imagine. And where did you take things from there? Because you guys met, you started to make music together, and then what did you do then?
Yeah, so few tracks later, after Corvo and Mind Control Corvo tracks, we were like, why don't we make the duo? Like, we should make a duo since we have a couple of tracks together, and we should make a side project which became like the main focus, the full focus.
Yeah.
So yeah, after some tracks, we made the Saberz duo, and after we made the duo, after 1 year, we made it like full focus.
Yeah, we both
main
started
focus.
individual project.
Right.
Yeah, and then you started releasing music yourself, or were you looking for a label or?
First of all, we started release bootlegs, remixes, and maybe some originals on SoundCloud, like a free download. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
we
just
started.
just on SoundCloud.
Yeah, right.
Okay, and how did you promote it, or did you promote it at all?
Not really.
Labels did. These small SoundCloud labels did.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
No,
SoundCloud labels.
These follow to download kind
The
of
download gates, yeah.
And this was in 2014, right?
Around
right.
2014, 15.
and 16.
Yeah. We can say 16 too, I guess.
Yeah.
That period.
And how did that work out for you? Like having SoundCloud labels on your site that promoted your music?
It was kind of weird, I think. But it was a good feeling.
Sorry?
It was a good feeling.
Yeah, okay, but did it give you a lot of reach? Did you reach a lot of new people, or?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
So
There
that's
were labels that were kind of fake. I think you know the drill. You heard some stories, all the stuff. That like fake plays, fake likes, and all that. But there are really like plenty amount of good labels that actually really give you that kind of boost.
Mm-hmm. And
So
was,
yeah,
and was that
word
the first time that you guys actually had like some kind of audience, that you had some kind of fan base?
Yeah, we just started to grow because I don't know, really, I think basically like half of our discography is just like that, like these SoundCloud label promoting, or we just did self-promoting and just really a lot of fun. Like Big Room just went to a bit more underground.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it kind of just moved back to SoundCloud for these underground genre, like after the big EDM boom, Big Room just kind of went down, but it never really got lost.
Mm-hmm.
Just all the big DJs, producers didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
But they are coming back to do that right now, I think.
And what did you change? Because SoundCloud isn't as popular as it used to be. It's really hard to promote your music over that platform.
Yeah.
What did you change right now? Like, which platforms do you use?
Mostly now, since we are releasing on major labels, like I think we can say that we have the main focus on Spotify, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So the main focus is Spotify now, and we still do some self promoting, of course, but it's the label's jobs too.
And how does that self promoting look like?
Just regular Facebook posts, like maybe if you release a track and if you want to boost the sales of the track, for example on Beatport, we do something like if you guys send a Beatport receipt of the track you bought, we give you a free bootleg of ours.
Okay, like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned that you had like right now you're signed with major labels like Revealed and Rave Culture.
Yeah.
How
Correct.
did you end up getting signed there?
Christoph?
Well, really long story.
No worries.
I think first started when we were sending promos to WNW.
Yeah.
But really back then, like
15.
15, like ages back.
Mm-hmm.
And first they played a track of ours, and that was main stage music and not Rave Culture.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the radio show main stage radio. It was it?
Something like that.
They started to play a couple of tracks from us there.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of just, grew on the fan base, and we were like, yo, W&W are really the example. Like, we always loved their music.
Mm-hmm.
Like the example, the idols for us. So let's just kind of follow them, not exactly copying their sounds, but make something that they would love to play.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, a lot of demos, rejects, radio show supports, live supports. Then we had the track with Maurice West, Rhythm of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
Probably you heard of it, not sure. And I think that kind of gave us a huge boost because it was, I think, a real big room hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and you first, like, before that track got signed, you already had a lot of, like, support from W&W, right? On the radio show and in the live shows. And then suddenly this track came up, you send the Rhythm of the Night to them, and then they had something like, this is the one we need to sign.
Yeah, something like
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
But
then, and then what happened?
Then I think we sent something to Revealed. Am I correct, Penny? Or
yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
Sure.
And how did you send it? Through the demo process or direct contact?
Actually, sorry for interrupt you. Like, before Rhythm of the Night, there was a release of ours on Revealed, but it was a community release, like a kind of free release at Revealed, and after we came up with Rhythm of the Night.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how many songs were you releasing at that time? Was that a lot or once a year?
Whoa.
Good question. I would say it's
big label releases or just regular?
Overall, every release, bootlegs, remixes, originals.
You mean how many tracks we released?
At that time, like, did you had a schedule that said like we want to release one track a month or one track a week?
I think so. Yeah, we tried to keep it a bit less but more quality.
Yeah.
Instead of just putting out all the songs and they all crash.
And how often was that?
Sorry?
How often did you release the songs? Was it once a month?
I think so, yeah, once a month. Maybe there were months there were like a normal release, like an original song.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 weeks later a bootleg, like a free bootleg.
Yeah, exactly.
But mostly 1 month.
Okay.
And
then the Rhythm of the Night got released.
Yes.
What happened next?
Well, I think we got the email that Hardwell likes our stuff, and he played also it on Ultra in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we didn't even know he's going to play it. It was a huge surprise.
Mm-hmm.
So it was insane.
It's cool. Yeah. How does that feel?
Yeah, it was
really good.
That was like an amazing feel.
Private messages, the phone just buzzing like, like, what the hell happened? I'll play that track. Yeah, it's a huge thing for smaller artists. Definitely, if a name like that plays your stuff, especially live. That's not just some radio show play.
Can imagine.
But yeah, and we kind of started to send demos for them. We got our first release on last year, July.
Mm-hmm.
It was
yes, last summer. Yeah.
It's called Journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's on a festival EP. It's an EP release, but still a major single on Revealed. So that felt super great as well. Then we had another one called Epidemic in September. Then another one called Doha in November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I remember. Then we had this year in April an EP, an own EP, Without Your Love Nebula EP. Then I swear I don't remember one more. We just keep sending demos to them like regularly.
Yeah, exactly. And does everything pass, or does your music still get rejected every now and then?
It gets sometimes.
Sometimes it gets. Yeah.
No, not always gets signed, of course. But then we try to pitch it to other labels, other artists. Maybe
or just change it up a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they don't like first. They want some changes. Then they can release.
Yeah, I can imagine. And
it's really.
how far are you willing to go into the whole changing your track thing?
I would say like if we want to change up the track like from the beginning, like, I would say just minor changes, like adding some more plugs, for example, adding some more drums, but not some big changes. Like
Yeah.
if they want big changes, we just skip on the label and send you another one.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Well, there are times impossible askings sometimes,
Yeah.
but most feedbacks to just change the track are easily completable. Yeah, I think.
Right.
Yeah. And how do you guys think about music promotion right now? Because like back in the days when you guys started, SoundCloud was the platform. Right now you're working on Spotify and partly Beatport as well. How do you feel about promotion?
Got it?
Promotion. I'm gonna be honest. Like we don't pay much more attention to the promotion, because like since we have a manager, it's basically his job to make promotion for the tracks, and it's also the label's job to make promotions for the tracks. So I don't really know. Like
Okay.
like we still have words in promotion. Like Jonas always asking us like, is it good to promote like this? And we say, yeah, of course, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. So it's not something you're actively working on. It's more like the
Yeah, that's
manager's
right.
talk.
Yeah.
And do you like work on your brand on social media? Is that something you think about?
Christoph?
I think so. Yeah.
How does
We like working on the brand. It's a bit tough question though.
Yeah, we are about to start
you
our own merchandising next year.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
For example.
definitely a building of our brand, and yeah.
Also, we
think-
just had a logo back then, just the Saberz logo, and for example, we got a person to make like us a symbol, like Martin gets, the plus
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So not just a logo saying your artist name, but something that people, they instantly see and they can connect with.
Yeah.
I think that's important as well.
A recognizable symbol for your brand.
Yes,
That's
right.
And how are you guys with content, with social media content?
sometimes we don't have much content, like we are touring, but not that much that we can post like regular,
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we struggle with the content, but we're trying to keep it exclusive and fresh and quality, so we don't post every bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, and not just flood all the streams and all the stuff.
Mm-hmm. And is there a reason why you just post those things and not just the other bullshit?
Yeah, I guess it's because if you post the bullshit, the fans of yours are gonna scroll down, because they don't care about the bullshit you post. So that's why we're trying to post only the important things.
Okay, and what's
Yeah,
important? Is that the music?
Yeah,
Okay.
music
Yeah,
and
music, like not really private life, but like some stuff like that that
yeah,
actually
sometimes, yeah.
actually worth the post. The people's that we can catch attention of the people, not
Okay.
just I've been to Morocco last week. Like not all these weird stuff that some DJs actually post all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So can you give an example of something that you would like to post? Like, is that more studio minded or more gig minded, or is there a specific? Have you thought about it, like things that you want to post, or is it just something that comes native to you?
I think if the thing is less important to verse posting like a normal post on Instagram, for example. If the thing is less important, we usually just post it to the stories,
Okay. So mainly stories. Is that something you do a
We kind
lot?
of have the order.
Sorry?
So we kind of have that order. Like,
Yeah.
I think super important stuff actually go to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, we're not using it that much anymore because it's the
Pretty much
reach
dead.
ads are pretty much dead, honestly, in our opinion.
So what are you focusing on right now? Which platforms?
Definitely on Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
Anything else in specific?
Well, not much interaction there with fans, but yeah, super main focus is on Spotify, definitely.
Yeah. Spotify and Instagram, but no other social media pages.
We have a Twitter account, but it's
Twitter.
It's less important.
Sure.
It's less important.
We don't post it there regularly, like.
But more important than Facebook, I think. Twitter it became more important for us than Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. And what is going on in your career right now? Like, what's something that you're working on right now?
Well, we are working on huge things right now, so I think I can say that we can wait to start the 2020 because a lot of huge things and big things coming up for us.
Yeah,
a lot of huge
stuff.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
it's like collabs, tracks,
Okay, that's what you're working on right now.
Oh, a lot of new music, actually.
Okay, and all of those things, like, is there something that that happened because of the previous success?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
like for example, our bigger collabs we have definitely are from,
from the previous releases.
Honestly, I think we have a bit kind of a hype right now, not trying to look like a total egoist or anything. But yeah, a lot of people are interested about our music right now.
Okay.
Like in last year, I think we can say that. And also that not just fans, but also artists.
And
also
how do you notice that? Like, are they reaching out to you or?
Yeah, and also just they follow back. It's easier to interact with them than it was before.
Yeah.
And all this stuff.
Okay.
And we are always trying to interact with the fans and also with the producer fans because like there are fans and producer fans. Yeah. So we are always trying to reply to their stories, like send them a few nice words, like thank you for supporting us and stuff like that. I think it's pretty important to have that not a special kind of connection, but it's a kind of connection with the fans.
Yeah. And
we always trying to answer the producer fans, like, yo guys, how did you make this lead and this music related questions and stuff. So we always trying to answer to that once as well.
And you answer, like, you communicate with your fans mainly through Instagram then?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, it's great to hear that you guys have come a long way, like been making music separately, then you came together and things started to go quicker and quicker. You signed the bigger deals, and right now things are starting to take off, right?
Yeah, it's take off and speed up, definitely.
Yeah, I can imagine. And it's great to see that things are turning out really well for you. I hope 2020 is going to be a big year for you guys.
We can guarantee that. Yeah.
That's great. Well, definitely, I'll keep my eye on it. And I want to thank you for taking the time to do this.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No worries. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.